usually stop the music at 3:05, but we have to today because we have a special guest in the studio. Blake Lewis is here. Say hi to Blake, everybody. How's it going, Blake?
Good, how are you?
Doing okay today, or are you hanging out at the mall?
I went and got some records.
You did? You bought records?
We bought some records. Weird.
You did?
I know, yeah, I bought some music.
What do you like? What do you listen to?
Oh my gosh, I listen to everything.
Well, that's a big question.
Today I bought some
Yeah.
Elliott Smith, some Erasure, some Smiths, some Joy Division.
Erasure have a new album?
No.
Is it new? You bought old stuff?
No, yeah, just all old.
Because some of your stuff, you know, if people don't know, Blake Smith was, Blake Lewis is on American Idol. Runner-up to Jordan Sparks, and he's in our studio today, and as you know, we're live, and we have some Pro FM winners back here. Say hi, winners.
Woo! Yeah!
So how's the American Idol ride been for you?
It's been amazing. It's been an incredible journey from start to finish. Getting on the show was like totally random, you know.
How did it start? How did you get on?
What city was it in? It was in Seattle. It was my hometown, and basically my friend called me. I just got done doing a show. It was like 10:30 at night. He's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I'm like, "Nothing." He's like, "Well, you should go register for American Idol." And I was like, I thought I'd missed it because my friends had gone, and they have those huge waiting lines and everything. And he's like, "No, it's actually 24 hours for a week, and it takes 2 seconds." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then got there and made it through one round, then another, and then another, and then I got to Paul, Simon, Randy, and then Hollywood Week, and then bam, I'm on the show. It was just fun. It was like, I've been doing so many shows for such a long time. It was just a gig. It was just another stage, but it was like different at the same time. You know.
What happens during those first few weeks before you actually get in front of Randy, Simon, and Paula? You said you had other auditions. Who are you auditioning for? The producers or?
Yeah, producer, assistant producer, 19 Fremantle. You know, the companies that actually created American Idol and the production of it. So
when did you know? When did it hit you? Like when you were going to Hollywood, you said, "Oh, I got a chance at this." Or?
Yeah, when I got into Hollywood, I was confident enough that like. When you size up everyone in a room, you know, everyone's looking at the
everybody
competition.
Does it. No one's saying.
And I was just like, from hearing like the first auditions from all the guys, because we were not in competition with the girls to get into, you know, the show because they picked 12 guys and girls. So me, I was just like looking at all the dudes, and there was only like 55 of us, and there was one other person in that room that I was just like, okay, I get this style, you know, I get this, you know. So I thought I had a pretty good chance getting on the show, and when it happened, it was just like. Wow, like they do that Green Mile shot when you're like, you get on the show, and I was like, cool, all right. I'm gonna be on TV. Hey, Mom, you know.
Your mom's a bit of a rock and roller, right?
She is, yes. I grew up. She's the #1 influence of my music. You know.
Does she?
I grew up listening to like bluegrass and like Mark Knopfler, Sultans of Swing, like heavy guitar but very bluesy, like Janis Joplin and actually a lot of country music I grew up on. I mean, I played the mandolin and stuff, you know.
Mandolin?
Yeah. A little
bit. You guys know he played the mandolin?
A little bit. Not very good. Not anymore.
Do you guys know what a mandolin is?
Love it.
There's not a lot of mandolin in pop music.
No.
I kept it off the record.
When was there some surprises on the show when you said, geez, I thought this guy was going to make it, and it didn't happen?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Brandon Rogers and Jared Cotter. I think Brandon is one of the most talented people I know, and you know, he got 12th, and he should have really been on tour with us. I mean, Brandon, definitely Jared. Those were the two.
I thought
Stephanie
the show
Edwards was good. I did. This is the first time I've actually seen it.
Right.
Period.
Well, you were on last week. Yeah.
I know.
You have to follow. You have to catch up.
Yeah. Well, this is. I never had cable before. I never had TV. I'm usually in the studio, or I'm at a show playing in Seattle, or going to see friends play and just be inspired because I'm all about. Like an artist. I love going to see shows and getting inspired and, you know, see if I can get creative. I can get an idea from a show, like, oh, that was a cool style of sound. Let's try that at home, you know. And I just got cable and I got a DVR, so I've been watching it like 2 in the morning. I can't vote because I never at home during like primetime television ever, so I never saw my season. I'd never seen a season before, so it's really surreal watching it now because I feel like I was never there because I'd never seen it before.
You never saw your season?
No, I didn't. So
that's amazing.
I think my mom recorded it.
Right, you can go back and go, wow, I was great that night, or bad that night.
I saw a couple of my performances because I walked on like YouTube and all that, just because I wanted to like see if I was hitting camera angles and you know, see how it's shot, because you don't know until you've done it for the first time.
You just don't walk out there and just belt it out. There's other things going on.
There's
right?
a lot more things you can do. This year, there's not a lot. I haven't been really impressed because there's not a lot of performers, and they're not very entertaining this year. But I think there's some amazing voices.
Do you like the fact that there's instruments thrown in this time? Would you have liked that to happen with you? Or
I would have
no?
loved to. I've been doing this loop-based show that I do forever, and I like beatbox. I record it live and play it for the audience, and then I sing over it and do my own harmonies and things. So it's like a one-man a cappella show. I would have loved to have done something, an arrangement. It would have freed up a lot more creativity for me being on that show. But I can't be bitter about it because I got second place. So I can't be like, oh, if I had my instruments, I could have got
pulled me
second
over the
place.
top.
You know, I would be one step closer winning. You know.
When did you start beatboxing?
I guess I was doing it subconsciously my whole life, and it stems from comedy and like voiceover work, doing character voices, and then I saw someone do it, an a cappella group, when I was a junior in high school, like the end of my junior year really, and the minute I saw him do it, it registered. I was like, I've been doing that forever. I didn't know you could do this, in front of people and stuff.
They're gonna like it.
And so I went up to him and I was doing like South Park characters and stuff, and then he had another show the next week, and by the next week I was almost as good as him, and he was kind of my mentor. And the funny thing is a group called Impact, and Rudy Cardenas, who was on the show with me, was in that group. So I played shows with them for years and years and years. So
What do you other than your songs, do you hear music on the radio or in your iPod and beatbox to like other things and kind of like collaborate on your own with
it's still
the song?
still conscious and subconscious. Sometimes I'll catch myself beatboxing when I wasn't even thinking about beatboxing still. And I mean I listen to music all the time, and depending on what mood I'm in or what kind of style of music, electronic music, that's more my style of beatboxing. It's more electronic. So when I'm listening to like drum and bass or break beats, I'll be beatboxing, and if it's a good singer I like, I'll be singing. So it's a big balance.
Can you just beatbox like that?
Yeah. What kind of style you want?
I don't know.
Throw a style out.
What kind of style? They know. Do you know a style of beatboxing that he can pull off for us?
What kind? I could imitate a song for you.
Yeah.
But let's see. Switch a beat.
Pretty amazing.
They
don't have headphones on now.
I'm all in.
You're hearing that walking up the stairs later.
It's a wireless headphones.
Second place on American Idol is absolutely huge and amazing, and I know the tabloids and the paparazzi are out there. How do you stay out of it? I think I saw one picture of you standing outside a nightclub, like I think in LA or something. It was either during the day or it was some random time. You're just standing there, and they're like, "There's Blake Lewis."
I love the paparazzi, and it's more opportunity to make a fool of myself in front of a camera. But I'm never there. I don't go clubbing, and I don't live in Hollywood. And really, paparazzi's New York and Hollywood. I live in like the best state I think ever. So,
Washington?
Yeah, I live in Seattle, Washington. So.
They're
It's
not
so
combing the
chill.
streets there
The air's
for you.
pure. People aren't catty, and that's
yeah.
LA, and I was on TMZ the other night. I guess it's on there right now. And I walked out of this club, and these kids, they were 12 to 15, were like have cameras and like huge expensive cameras, and they were doing this stuff for paparazzi stuff. I'm like, how old are you kids? I was like, are you ridiculous right now? And so I was like talking to them, and they got me talking to them kids,
Because I guess you got to do it another way now. Because the same people, all the paparazzi people, they all know them. So now they're putting innocent kids in there. And
Yeah, I'm like,
and
what,
then-
you need money to pay for
Right.
your addictions at 15? What's going on? What has Hollywood done to you?
So Audio Daydream is the name of your album. It's doing extremely well. After you were on the performance last week of American Idol, iTunes, I think you almost blew up the website. You had
wow.
like 10,000 singles were sold or something.
It's
number
crazy.
like that.
Yeah, that's the power of television. I mean, I was so fortunate enough to be asked back